I'm so not here right now.
Cause I assume when you're not talking, that's what's playing in your head all the time.
Probably.
Hey, it was a couple days before Christmas, I'm in a control room.
There's two different PowerPoints. We do it from Friday, one first, and another one the other.
I see. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. You know, I haven't seen.
So once we handle this, we just kind of intro, the other one, and then
Over the road.
yeah, we have everything in. We're good. Take the roll.
Ronnie Burns like
I don't know.
that, he was a good director, talking about his training. And he had told me, I think I was working at the same thing at our place, and I met him on the street.
Automated.
Appreciate that. And, I mean, everything's automated control was.
Yeah.
I was like, well, now some people kind of able to see people couldn't do it, so.
When would that have been?
Yeah.
So, yeah, for business now.
Yeah.
He's such a good
Totally
fighter.
different.
How's Carl doing?
Okay.
Carl's doing good. Just got married.
What's that? Ronnie Burgess? Yeah.
No, it's gonna keep.
It still keeps the green?
Yeah.
But he did a lot of stuff with us.
Yeah.
He is, could not be more happy.
But I remember he had a stint, I think after Frank.
CrossFit.
He had a stint there.
He's the one who got me into CrossFit. Yeah. Love it. He's, he does something else too. I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, he's been doing that for a long time.
he left that a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did it for a long time.
What he's doing, he is. Yeah, I'll show you. What?
can trust them. They are there. They are incredible. I am so proud of what our city has to offer. Thank you.
I'd like Ms. Claire to come up from the Family Justice Center and talk about her organization.
Thank you. My name is Mary Claire Landry, and I'm the director of the New Orleans Family Justice Center, which we created 20 years ago after the devastating impact of Hurricane Katrina. And it was designed for this exact kind of response. We have the NOPD, we have the District Attorney's Office, we have mental health, medical services, housing services. The whole idea is to really be responsive to victims that are coming in. We do all walk-ins, and so what I want to say to survivors now, I know this is terrifying for you, whether it be a trafficker or whether it be a victim of domestic violence and an abusive partner. There are people like us who are willing and able to walk this journey with you. And I know it's very difficult for you to trust anybody when you've been going through a situation like this. But I want you to know we have many, many advocates, many, many service providers that will walk this journey with you and help you. Our purpose in these last 20 years is to develop these relationships with law enforcement, prosecutors, civil legal attorneys, healthcare, the whole range of comprehensive services that a victim needs when she's trying to either escape a situation like this or heal from the trauma that she is experiencing. So I want to thank our partners, long-term partners. NOPD and the District Attorney's Office has been with us these whole 20 years, and it has made a tremendous difference, and it has really shown the effectiveness of collaboration and working together as a total system in response to victims of crime. So thank you, and survivors, please come for help. You can walk into our center at 701 Loyola Avenue. You can call our crisis line at 866-9554. You can call Crime Stoppers. You can call any of us, and we will connect to each other. So thank you, and thank you for your courage and for the trust that you put in us to help you through this process. Thank you.
So before we open up for questions, let me just kind of reiterate this message here to our survivors. You're not alone. There's an entire team, or as Mr. Stanley called it, an entire army that will stand behind you. Make that first step, make that first call. We have the resources available on the screen. We'll put that out to the public in a press release. But please, reach out to us. You will not have to go through this journey alone. We will be here with you every step of the way to try and bring these individuals to justice. So with that, Reese, we'll take questions.
Yes, we'll start.
Could I stop for a second? My
Yeah.
battery died, sorry.
Okay, we'll give you a second. While we're waiting, we'll just start over here with Chris, and we'll end over here with Cass. I see you now. And I think it's Missy behind you. Okay, I won't leave y'all alone.
It would be the first time I've been forgotten.
Well, we won't forget you. We won't forget you.
Come on, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, sorry for the disruption, guys.
All right, we'll start with Meg. Go ahead.
Okay.
If you could just start with who's the question for, Meg,
Yeah,
that would be helpful.
well, this would be for you. First I want to understand, you talked about Leroy Allen as the ringleader. So all four of these were connected and doing this all
They
together?
were acting in concert to move victims through their.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said all at a certain apartment building. You
Yes.
say where that is?
I did. 12345 North I-10
Oh,
Service
that was
Road.
the one. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. Where we executed search warrants yesterday. That's where we believe that they were using for most of their activities.
And all the people they were trafficking, were they mostly teenagers? Were they girls and boys? Were they all kidnapped? I mean, how? Give us just an
That's a
idea.
good question. Some of it's just case sensitive, right? But most women that we know of, although we would not, be surprised if there were male survivors, all that we know of are under the one, with some of them being under the age of 18.
And they were kidnapped, some of them, so did that solve any missing?
No,
cases?
so I think that giving away how they encountered these individuals might be just too close to the case right now.
Missy?
I have a couple questions. One, will you run through those names again? It sounded like a lot of them had Allen as the last name. Are they related? And
They were, and we'll get you the names in the press release, but a lot of them have Allen's as the last name. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you. And then my other question was, the human trafficking arrest that Bravo made on January 1st, Rashad Johnson, is he connected to this or anything?
He's not. Obviously, Detective Bravo and the whole team behind him, right, do an extraordinary amount of work to combat human trafficking within the city, and that just was another example of it.
Chris?
At this time, can you tell us how many victims you all think these people might have?
Yeah, we don't know. We know that there's more than what we're aware of. We know that there are individuals out there that we have not had contact with, and that's really what our call is today to those additional survivors, to tell them that we know that you're out there, we know that you're hurting, there are resources, there's a safe place that you can come to.
I know you mentioned that this was in partnership with HSI, the FBI as well.
Correct.
Will any of these individuals face federal charges?
You know, that'll be part of the screening process. We have an extremely good working relationship with our local district attorney's office, and many of these crimes look at life imprisonment. So the reality is that we'll look at the appropriate charging venue when the time is appropriate.
Just to pick about, do you have an idea, dozen, of victims? What do you think? What do y'all think?
Yeah,
the basis is?
if I give an answer today and it's out of
I got you.
line, then I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize the case.
Jeff, anything?
No.
4?
I am with full.
Okay.
Cassie?
Okay. A lot of my questions got asked, but are there any hot spots, different motels or apartments that you guys are keeping a close eye on? You guys obviously can't say which ones.
Yeah, that's a really good question. We know that human trafficking can happen in any neighborhood, in any economic situation. So there are not necessarily hot spots, but there are hot people and there are hot groups that we're obviously working towards. And the District Attorney's open source network is really a big part towards us establishing those groups, and not only getting the actual traffickers themselves, but some of the peripheral players as well.
And to start the New Year day off with an arrest regarding, trafficking, and it is Awareness Prevention Month. I mean, how important is that? Obviously, it's always important, but how important is it now to make sure that people are aware of it? Because this is happening.
This is happening, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, because in the of the year we might lose sight of things, but this team never lose sight of the survivors and the ordeals that they're going through and bringing those offenders to justice. So this is an opportunity to highlight the work that they do, but the reality is this is the work that they do 365 days a year, every year.
And I mean, having 4 people arrested, I think it was 4
4,
people?
yes ma'am.
Have you guys arrested more people this year, or has it just been the 5 total?
Yeah, so the year's so young. We have some active and ongoing cases that we cannot really kind of get into, but the real focus of today is to try and put that call out to these survivors and the people that these individuals victimized. And I really do want to keep the focus on them and getting them justice today.
Okay. Last question will go to Chris.
Chief, if you could, just talk about the use of technology and how helpful it is in these type of cases.
Yeah, so a lot of these cases are no longer a person walking a strip, right? The dates are made through technology, the payments are made through technology, right? Somebody still has to get payment for, the survivor, if you will, and so for the brutalization that person's going through. So a lot of that is no longer happening in cash transactions on a street corner. They're happening in a cyber realm. So us having the ability to keep up with our offenders' use of emerging technology is very important. That's why your team has been so important in that and helping us stay on the cutting edge of that technology. And the HSI and FBI obviously bring a number of resources to bear that a local municipal police agency may not have access to.
So that digital footprint is crucial in prosecuting these cases.
I believe so, yes. And also in locating and rescuing our survivors.
Chief, may I add something to that?
Yeah, please.
We're finding that in that line, particularly we have a school program, right? We do our Safe Schools Louisiana program, and we're always encouraging students, and this is what we're getting, copy of feeds, your Facebook, whatever, social media, Instagram, sending any kind of videos that you can, any photos. And I can tell you that last year we looked at how many we received, because it's increasing, of course, but we want people to do that even more. We had close to 2,000 submissions about online information, not just about trafficking, but about all different types of crime. So if you're out there and you're seeing it, please send it to us. We never know what that's going to land by your information. And we will be able to ask questions back to you if you're doing this online. Thank you.
Please, of course.
Chris, your question about technology is really important because that's what jurors want to see, They want to see a digital footprint. They want to track that themselves, and they can. That's why we built the Open Source Intelligence Task Force, which is led by Sheriff-elect Michelle Woodfork. Everything that's in your pocket, everything you're going to be using later on today, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, these are all the tools of these predators. This is what they're using. But human trafficking is only growing and existing because of the Johns that are paying for sex. And if we find any evidence that we can track back to you, you will be prosecuted too.
Just real quick, I just want to make very clear, and all of you wonderful workers, are y'all aware of Unbranded? It's Scott Bond out in Metairie removes the branding tattoos free for any sex trafficking. Y'all familiar with him? Okay. I just want to make sure y'all knew. And even the other media, there is a service that he does victims.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you all so much. Appreciate y'all.
I had